Hey everybody, Happy New Year 2019. Woo! It's Erin Lloyd here from Transformational Business Support, where I help you transform your business dreams into reality and quantum leap your businesses. So if you're new to me, I help conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and business owners to attract their dream clients, customers, and cash, and quantum leap their businesses with more ease, joy, freedom, flow, and fun than they ever thought possible, so they can transform the world like they came here to do without feeling like they have to sell out or lose their souls. For those of you who are also new to me, I am a client attraction specialist, an intuitive business coach, a prosperity catalyst, a certified rapid results coach, a branding and online marketing consultant, and a web and graphic designer to boot, not to mention a certified instant miracle coach, a holistic wellness coach, and certified in a variety of other healing modalities. And my approach to business is the same approach I use to everything else, and that is through a holistic lens. And if you're new to holistic business, many people are and have no idea what that means. It just means that everything is energy, as proven by quantum physics. Everything is connected. And hang on, y'all. I've been very sick. If you can't hear it in my voice, I just dropped something. 1 second. Well, can't find what I dropped. Distracted you guys, me, and yeah, I'm also a bit feverish. But that is not solely my desire to want to come to you today. So let's challenge myself in this new year and see if I can make this video presentation short and sweet. Usually they're just sweet and value packed. This time my intention is for it to be relatively short and sweet and value packed. So same value levels, but shorter time of time investment for you. Okay, so what's bringing me to you today? I believe it's January 3rd. Oh yes, this is what it is. You may be noticing from the screen, and I wish you could see me gesticulating as if I'm a show model showing off a prize toward the screen, motioning toward the screen. Anyway, so I'm a bit silly if you're new to me too. If you lack a sense of humor, that I may not be the one for you to follow, because I'm a little bit goofy. Okay, so I can be very practical though. Yes, Erin, didn't you mention heart-centered spiritual? I'm more logical, scientific, left-brained. Can you help me? I have a brick and mortar. Can you help me? Yes. Okay, because when you come work and play with me, we do a holistic approach to business. So we work with the outer game of business. So that's marketing, messaging, branding, implementing, action taking, right? Did I mention strategy? Again, I'm sick. It's also the inner game of business. And a lot of people, well, not a lot of people haven't even heard of the inner game of business. And for those of you who are just really good at inferring, you may think that just means mindset. And a lot more people are getting familiar with the term mindset after the last several years. So you may be wondering, okay, I've heard of mindset, Erin. Is that mindset what you mean by the inner game of business? Yes and no. Mindset is only one piece of the overall success puzzle. Okay, it's even only one piece of the inner game of success puzzle. And the inner game of success is, guess what? About 93% of your total success. Now, I'm going to repeat that because, one, the number is a lot huger than most people realize. And two, I especially want you scientific, logical, left-brain, pragmatist, practical peeps listening to hear this and hear it well. Ready? About 93% of your success is going to come from your inner game, not from your outer game. That means, excuse me, only about 7 to 10% is going to come from outer game. Now, does that mean that you should throw away your outer game or that it's not necessary or crucial? No, not at all. That would be ridiculous and absurd. And not at all practical. That would be, as Spock would say, illogical. So we don't want that, right? Now, if you're more woo, stay with me because I've got you too, boo. All right, so the good news for my more woo spiritually inclined peeps is that you're usually more aware of inner game stuff and open to it, and it doesn't scare you as much because it's not a foreign concept at this point for most of you. Not all of you, there are always exceptions to rules. For you all, you usually need more grounding influences, and you need to align your inner and outer games. A lot of you are lacking outer game entirely, or it's completely not aligned to your inner game. Okay, and so that's where a lot, not all, but a lot of your majority of problems of not reaching the level of business success you desire, excuse me, yet, or financial success you desire yet are. Not always. Again, this is just one piece of one component. It's an overgeneralization. I'm aware of that. None of you may even fit into this, but this is speaking in generalities because I'm speaking to people from various points on the spectrum, right? Okay, so now if you're left-brained, more logical, more practical, more scientific-minded, quantum physics and mechanics are going to be your bridge, okay? However, yes, there is no way of skating around the inner game stuff. And I know you because I was you and I still am you. I've been on both ends of this spectrum, you guys, and now I'm happily in the middle. I stopped fighting both sides, okay, and realized that success is in the whole, in the integration, in the center. So, but Erin, I don't want to be woo. I want my feet firmly planted on the floor here in this reality. I don't want my head in the clouds with, what is it called, pie in the sky, dreams that are never going to happen. Yeah, I get it. And that's one of the things I'm here to help you do, transform business dreams into reality. See, we have to take it from dreamland and physicalize it, materialize it, actualize it here into 3D reality, right? And so if you're more of a heart-centered spiritual woo-woo kind of person, you might be like, oh, we're in 5D now, da-da-da-da-da, okay. That may or may not be true. Everybody has a different take or opinion on that. Whatever it means to you is just fine. And we still have to live here in the 3D reality in physical human bodies too. So we're still going to have to integrate no matter where you fall on this spectrum. All right, everybody? So there's room for everybody at this table. That's the great news. So whether you're more logical and scientific, whether you're more woo, it's all good. But you have to be willing, no matter which end of the spectrum you see yourself on, to open your mind, okay, and try something new if you're not yet where you want to be. Or maybe you're having a level of success in your business or businesses, and you'd just like to scale, grow, up-level, upgrade. Or maybe you're happy with your income levels and what you're doing and things are working and flowing, but you'd like to work less hours and make the same amount of money, or less hours and maybe even make more money, if that's even possible. Yes, for many of you it's possible when you don't even think it is. So that's more great news, potentially, depending on where you are on your business journey, right? Okay, so having said all that, just want to let you know, if you're new to me, that some of these video trainings are more practically minded, strategy, action, and some of them are more inner game, right? This one, we're going to look at it using strategy today, so more outer game. But rest assured, my spiritual woo-woo friends, there's fun and creativity in this for you too, and you often need help with strategy as well, so stay with me, please. Okay, so I've been a member of a group. I've been a member of many groups. I've been on Facebook for, good grief, I believe 10 years now. I wasn't actively on Facebook for the whole 10 years. I resisted it. I didn't want to be one of those phone people as far as a mobile phone, so I resisted that for many years. And then I eventually, I think 2-3 years ago, got a mobile phone. But it wasn't a smartphone. I wasn't going there yet. And then eventually I relented and gave in, and now I'm glad I did. Which is interesting, because if you ever knew me back in the day, you'd know I always loved technology. like cutting edge stuff. It wasn't usually like I'd be one of our grandparents or great grandparents or even our parents sometimes who would be like kicking and screaming, "No, you're not dragging me into the future. There was nothing wrong with this good old stuff," you know. But with the phones, I was reluctant, and I was also reluctant when Facebook first came out. But eventually I relented, and I was wiser and better for it in every single way, not just for business, but personally, socially. Facebook has enriched my life in many ways. Facebook is not perfect, but yeah, if you're not on it for business, then I'm wondering how you found me. Let me know, in fact, in the comments. Where are you watching this? Where did you hear of me and find me? Did somebody tell you about me? Is it on my YouTube channel and you stumbled across it? Or was it from Facebook? If it was Facebook, where on Facebook specifically? Okay, so do I have any wire left for this fever? Good grief. Never start a video training without wire, people. And in my defense, I didn't, but I drank a bunch right before I started so I wouldn't lose my voice yet. Okay, so anyway, strategy. So on Facebook, if you haven't been living under a rock, you probably have an account. Whether you're on it or not, it's another story. And so on Facebook, they have these things called groups, right? I'm sure you're a member of at least one group yourself or have one of your own groups if you're a business owner or entrepreneur. So, Erin, I don't have that yet. Do I have to have it? Breathe. It's okay. You don't have to have one yet. You may not need one at all. It depends on you and your business goals and what you desire and require, right? So would I automatically just blanket statement say you must have a Facebook group? No, I'm not going to say that. However, I do strongly recommend that you be a member of other people's Facebook groups, even if you don't yet have your own. Now, when I say be a member, you may be thinking, well, she must mean so I can get clients and customers. Well, yeah, that's one goal of it, but that's not the only goal. It really is about the attitude, and this is a little bit of mindset, inner game stuff, that you bring to the table. And this is why I prefer to work with heart-centered people, because we're naturally givers. Okay, we're naturally generous. We naturally lead with love. That's one of my steps of being conscious and prosperous. So we want to serve, we want to connect naturally, right? And if you go into other people's groups with that approach, to make new connections that are heart-centered, to connect, to be of value and service without expecting anything in return. Now, it's okay to hope for something in return, like, oh, I hope that I get to make new friends and connections and possibly some new dream clients or customers are attracted to me. Fine. But the overall main intention has got to be, how can I make new connections from my heart to theirs and vice versa? And how can I serve and be of value from my heart to theirs without expectation of anything in return? Now, can you go into groups and that not be your main intention and maybe come away eventually with a client or two or a customer? It's possible, but you're just not for me, in which case I would invite you to step off the recording now, because I prefer to work with heart-centered people. That's not the way to go about it. Okay, it's 2019 and that wasn't the way to go about it even a few years ago. Okay, so you know the way to go about it. I've just told you. If you didn't know, now you know. That's the intention to join, and the mindset of which to join, with which, whatever the wording is, to join Facebook groups with. Okay, and then always read the group rules and try to be a valuable asset to the groups and an active member as much as possible. Yes, you have a life. Yes, you have a business. Your business may or may not be your main income stream. So you might have other jobs, whether it's raising kids, whether it's another business, whether it's a 9-to-5, whether it's a part-time gig, whether it's an MLM, whatever it is, this may not be your only rodeo, right? Mixing metaphors is something else I do, and since I'm sick, it's going to be a little bit extra mixed up today. So just roll with me. Anyway, so I'm a member of a group well, several groups, but one of which is for creative entrepreneurs. It's run by a lovely woman named Kelly Robbins. Oh my gosh, now I've just forgotten. Yeah, Kelly Robbins, that's her name. Anyway, her group is called the Creative and Confident Entrepreneur. And I don't know how long I've been a member of her group or how long she's even had this group. Feels like I've been in this group about maybe a year or so. I don't know. Maybe more. I'm not keeping track. I really don't know. Anyway, I genuinely appreciate and like Kelly. Without her directly trying to build that know, like, and trust factor, she has succeeded in doing that, at least for me, in her group for quite a long time ago. Now, one of the things I like about how she manages her group is that she, even if she's busy with family stuff or life or whatever, makes sure that her group gets posted too. Usually at least once a day. Okay. Erin, how could I do that? I have a life and a business and this and that. I can't be everywhere all the time doing hashtag all the things, blah, blah. Okay, if you've ever followed me, you'll know I'm not a proponent of having to do hashtag all the things unless you want to burn yourself out real quickly and get sick and not be able to keep your business going at all anyway. But that's why you can employ certain tools to help you leverage your time, right? And be, so to speak, in more than one place at a time. Okay, so Kelly does a very great job of doing that. Anyway, she's also very generous. She's invited people to be her featured guest before. I forget what she calls that. I think she calls it Spotlight, maybe. It's been a while. And every once in a while she'll offer us to partake, and then a lot of groups these days are they're doing away with promotional days, but she still has a promo day. And not only that, she will invite you, if you're an actively participating member, to promote your offers on the weekends with a hashtag known as Promo Party Weekend. So she'll let you promote on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, don't just join and go in just to promote. Again, go in leading with heart of making connections, of being of value and service, right? And if you're doing that on the regular and you're following her group rules, which you can usually find in the About section of most groups, and you want to take advantage without spamming or being sleazy of her promotional days and her promo party weekend days, then as long as you're following the rules, actively participating, etc., then so far she welcomes that, and that's very generous of her, very, very generous. So last month in December, she decided to do offer an opportunity for her members called Share My Gift, where we each get to be featured on a different day using the Share My Gift hashtag and offer a free gift that we have to her group. Okay? And she asked people who's interested, comment below, let's share my gift using the hashtag. And I did. I think that was sometime in December 2018. So, or maybe... yeah, I think it was the beginning of December. Okay, so anyway, but like the rest of us, life catches up. She got a little behind on following up with everybody, so I didn't hear much about it, but I was busy anyway, so I wasn't too concerned. And in my mind, once in a while, I'd be like, oh yeah, I haven't heard back from Kelly about Share My Gift. I wonder what's up with that. And then a few times I saw some of the other members post and use Share My Gift hashtag, and I thought, oh, are they just running with it and assuming that it was safe for us to do that? Because Kelly said so, or had they already connected with Kelly separately? And I knew Kelly had some stuff going on. I won't get into that. That's her business, but I didn't want to bother her, so I decided not to follow up on it and just kind of wait and see, and if I missed my chance, I missed it, and if not, then maybe an opportunity would come up again. So the other day, she did a follow-up post in her group letting us know, hey everybody, sorry I dropped the ball, some things were going on, blah blah. Some of you did take advantage of my offer to share your gifts with us, so please check out who did it, and she tagged those people. And then she said, and for the rest of you, and she tagged those of us who had previously commented that we wanted to be involved in her share my gift opportunity, and I was one of those people, so she tagged me too in the post. She said, here are the dates I have available. Just let me know in the comments which date you would like. Now this may sound, Erin, this is really boring. Can you get to the point? But here's the thing. If you're new to me, I drop golden nuggets throughout all of my videos, trainings. So if you're following along here, you'll notice that I've mentioned that Kelly has found a way to keep her group engaged. And one of the ways she does that is by posting almost daily. That's a golden nugget tip for you that you can learn from Kelly. Okay? 2, I've just mentioned another golden nugget a couple different times, a couple different ways here. And if you're following along and keenly observing, your ear hopefully picked up on it, which is that she asked us to comment below her posts. That's another way of keeping people engaged. So if we wanted to be taking part in her Share My Gift opportunity, we had to express interest by commenting with that hashtag golden nugget here. That's her third golden nugget below in the comments to her post. Okay? So if you're new to Facebook groups, Facebook won't show every post or comment to every group member. It should, but it doesn't. Okay, and I want to go, very tempted to go on to our Facebook rant, but I'm going to stop myself and I'm going to breathe. I'm going to say, woosah, right? Feeling me? If you got the woosah joke, let me know in the comments. Okay, anyway, so I may be sick, but my sense of humor still intact, y'all. Okay, apologies to any Southern friends. I do a bunch of accents very badly, usually over-exaggerated intentionally for silliness and fun, and my own amusement as well as your entertainment. Okay, so back to the point. So, that was the other day, and I saw Kelly's post where she was saying, sorry I dropped the ball. It's now January. I have the following dates available. For those of you who reached out before, and she tagged us, including me because I had commented previously expressing interest, here are the dates I have available. Comment with which one you would like. So then at that point, you just have to hope you saw the post, that Facebook showed it to you. Oh, that's what I started to say. Facebook won't show you every post or comment from business pages, from timelines, from news feeds, from groups, but they're more likely to show you and your fans and followers, and you as a fan and follower of other people, friends, family, pages, other entrepreneurs, people you respect, etc., if those posts show engagement. So that's another golden nugget. What does Facebook consider engagement? In the old days, it was good enough to just get a like, a thumbs up. Nowadays, Facebook is really looking for shares and comments primarily, followed then by likes and loves. Okay? So this is why if you ever see somebody click love or comment on their own posts, they're actually not being narcissistic. It used to bother me, and I used to erroneously believe that as well. What they're doing is trying to beat Facebook's algorithm by fooling the algorithm into thinking there's more activity and engagement on that post than there actually is, so that Facebook's algorithm will then take that post and show it to more people who we want to see it. Okay, so Kelly's a smart cookie. She knows that. So she knows that when she encourages people to comment on her posts, that Facebook is more likely to show it to them. Okay. Anyway, so I asked to share my gift for this Thursday. And I've been so sick. I've been sick as a dog. I haven't been this sick in ages, and I used to get sick all the time. I've really been working on improving my health the past few years, and I've made tremendous progress. It's not where I want it just yet, because I'm better at helping other people with their businesses and health than my own, sadly. But I'm getting there, slowly but surely. But this one just really, really took me off guard. Me and my whole family went down, one after the other, like dominoes. And to show how far I've come in my healing journey, I was the last one to fall down and get sick this time. But man, I'm not over it yet. It's really kicking my butt. So when I saw this post of Kelly's offering us the dates to do the Share My Gift opportunity, I thought, it's January. I know this is my busy time. Well, it's all busy time, but this is a particularly busy time of year for myself. And if you happen to be in the service-based industry like I am, then this might be your busiest time of year as well. So I was like, oh crap, I know I want to, what is it, you guys? The hot iron, strike while the iron is hot. About to mix some metaphors again up in here. Strike while the iron is hot, and some other metaphor about seizing the day and opportunities, carpe diem, yada yada. Okay, so I was like to myself, I've got to do this. I really want to do it this week. But I'm sick as a dog. I don't know if I'll even be well enough to share my gift then. I haven't seen her post about share my gift since last month. She didn't really have a chance to elaborate last month on what the gift was going to be, so I know that it's going to be a freebie. And I share freebies in her group quite often when I'm doing promotions because I offer free sessions. By the way, if you're interested in quantum leaping your business and seeing how I can help you do that, then I offer a value-packed session that's about 3 to 4 hours long. Almost nobody does that. It's pretty much unheard of in this industry. I pour my heart and soul into it. I only do a handful of them once in a while, less if I'm sick, and have, depending on what's going on in my business and my own business targets and goals. And you must qualify to have one. No tire kickers here, okay? If you're interested in learning about that, I'll try to put a link in the description of the video, but otherwise go to my Facebook business page, which is FB as in Facebook.me, as I mean myself and I, / that's a /, it links to the right side at the top. Yes, that's a /. And then Quantum Leap Your Biz, B-I-Z, short for business, slang for business. So fb.me / Quantum Leap Your Biz, and look for the Quantum Leap Your Business graphic or the graphic that says 2019 start, and read the description about what you get in the free session. It's currently valued at $555. It's really a ganga of a deal. I mean, it's a no-brainer, but you must qualify for it. So what are the criteria to qualify? They're listed in the description. Check it out. If that's you and you meet all those criteria, then go ahead and apply, and I'll be in touch shortly if you qualify. Okay, or if I know somebody who can help you better than I can, because I will refer people. Okay, so that digression aside, let's take a breath, and I invite you to drink some water if you haven't already. Remember, I'm a holistic wellness coach too. Health is wealth, and if you get sick, you won't be able to take care of your business. So I implore you to take care of your health, and that means that I will frequently invite you to have a water break or a breath break. Like that. Okay. So about 30 minutes in, let me speed this up, catch up, because I got off track. Alright, so today is the day I asked Kelly to share my gift in her group from the date she offered. And so yeah, I was saying basically I didn't know if I would be well enough, and if so, which freebie I was going to offer, because it's not uncommon for me to offer one of my free session offers in her group on their promo party weekend. Anyway, so I was like, what can I offer? What can I offer? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I do have my latest freebie, which is another free guide. Woohoo! My free guides are the bomb. The bears. So, if I do say so myself. Yeah. So I decided I would offer that into her group. But I was like, this was like 2-3 days ago. I was like, I'm so sick. I really want to have an opt-in page for this. And I remember creating one like a month or two ago. for this freebie, but I don't remember ever finishing it up in the back end of my website. And so even though I said this is going to be mostly a strategy-based training this time, I want to stop and take a minute and talk to those of you who are either perfectionists, control freaks, or recovering perfectionists and control freaks like me. And so I want to say to you that despite the fact that I hadn't yet finished setting up, and by the way, it's not like I don't know how to set up a back end. You may not. You may either know how or not want to do it or hire someone to do it. Or maybe this is all new to you, or maybe you've been in business with brick and mortar for a while, but now you're moving online and the idea of technology just freaks you out and intimidates you, etc. I got you, boo. Don't worry. Just breathe. Nobody expects you to know how to do all of this right away or at all. That's why you hire other people who excel in ways that you don't, or can enjoy doing things you don't want to be doing, right? Well, Erin, I'm a solopreneur, or Erin, I'm a solopreneur, or I can't afford to outsource yet. Okay, never fear. It doesn't have to be intimidating, the tech part. Yeah, I don't want to go into that right now, but let me just say this. I don't want you to let that stop you. Okay? So, and if we end up working and playing together at some point in the future, and that's something you would like some assistance with, then I could give you basic consulting on that and point you in the right direction for when you can afford to outsource. A lot of people can afford to outsource or could find a way to, but their perfectionism and control freakism is getting in the way. And if that's you, learn from me. Please don't burn yourself out and get sick, because you won't be able to take care of your business. Okay? Yes, I know the adage, if you want something done right, do it yourself. But the reality is that smart, successful people hire people who are even smarter than them in other areas. Okay? You just need to be able to hire people you can trust, right? Like if you had to clone yourself. Okay? And sometimes even not even having a clone is better, because it allows us to hire people who are complementary with us, but not identical. That way they don't have the same blind spots we have, right? Anyway, I digress. Let's take a breath. The point here is an example of how my perfectionism almost stopped me. And it would have been so easy, you guys, to just go, oh, I've been sick as a dog, so I'm just not going to do it yet. Or I'll ask her, is there a date? Not this week, but the following week, or the week after that, or the week after that. But I know myself. I know I'm busy. I know I'm sick. I know that I'm way behind from being sick. I know that I have a lot to catch up on. I know that if I didn't seize it this week or next week, that I probably wouldn't get to it anytime soon, or by the time she was still offering that opportunity. And so I said to myself, okay, you know what? Yes, ideally, I'd like to be the professional I know I am. I'd like to have my landing page, aka my sign-up page, aka my opt-in page, ready for this freebie. Ideally, I'd like to be very smart. I'm about to drop a golden nugget, so pay attention. And I'd like to take this opportunity to use to grow my email list. Okay? Well, Erin, I don't have an email list yet. Is that okay? It's okay if you don't have it this instant. Don't panic. Just breathe. Okay? Will I recommend it for almost every type of business at some point? Yes. That is more of a blanket statement. Is email marketing dead? No. If you bought that, that's a lie. Return it. Return it to sender. Return it to the store. Okay? Email marketing is alive and well. It's just evolved, okay, like everything else in the online marketing world and in life. So, and that's something I can help you with too if we end up working and playing together. But for right now, the point is this. I wanted to be smart. I wanted to use this opportunity to grow my email list, which seems smart, right? In exchange for me offering my latest free guide, I would just send people to a sign-up page to input their name, golden nuggets, listen up, and email address, in exchange for that freebie. They would sign up to be on my email list and become my email subscribers, like some of you may be. However, because Kelly had gotten distracted in December, either I missed it or she didn't do it or both. I don't know what happened there. But I never saw her spell out the details. I don't think she had a chance to after some real life interfered. So what happened was that this week when I saw her saying, hey, everyone who didn't get to do it, you still have time. Just let me know which dates by commenting below. And I thought, great, but that's in 2 days, and I need to know what all is involved. Like, are we allowed, I was thinking to myself, to send people to a sign-up page so we can collect their name and email addresses and add them to our list in order to get the free gift? Or do we have to just give them the free gift as part of this opportunity? Because again, different group owners have different rules, right? And this was a special limited time opportunity. So I told her, please, yes, I would love that opportunity. I'd like to claim this Thursday. Can you please remind me what all is involved? And basically, she just spelled out as just basically a free gift you feel would be valuable to people, other members of my group, essentially. She didn't actually say if it was allowed to be an opt-in page, sign-up page, or not to get people onto your email list. And so I thought, okay, well, since she didn't say I can't, I probably can do that and get away with it and it'd be fine. But I'm still sick as a dog, and that's only like 2 days time, and I remember starting the sign up page, but I don't remember finishing the back end so that when people sign up for it, it automatically gets sent to them, etc., etc., and I don't want a bunch of frustrated people. So I want to deliver on this gift, right? Especially when somebody like Kelly is generous enough to give me the opportunity to do this. So this is what I'm saying to you guys. Real life is going to happen. Something can go wrong in your business. Something could go wrong. You could get hurt. Somebody in your family could get sick. Your pet could run away from the fireworks from New Year's Eve. You just don't know what can happen. And at the end of the day, when it comes time for opportunities like this, especially you and my inner lovely perfectionists and control freaks, you're going to want to be like, nope, I'm not doing it unless it's perfect and done just right. I'm the only one who could do it that way, and I've been sick, so I can't do that yet. Let me ask her if she has another opportunity for next week. Next week can become forever, and then it can become never. It's like those people saying, I'll do it tomorrow. So I want you to remember this mantra. No, I did not coin it, but yes, it's a mantra that's helped me with my own perfectionism. If you're hearing a chime in the background, it's one of my alarms. Sorry about that. I can't reach it to turn it off just yet. So I want you to keep in mind, okay, hang on, I am going to have to reach it because it's driving me nuts. Sorry about that, you guys, for the coughing. Okay, so the point here is, you may not have everything just the way you want it. And if you let that stop you each and every time, you're not going to get very far in your business or your life. So I can laugh at that because I have done that. I learned the hard way repeatedly because, I like to learn lessons good and well, so I have to make the same mistakes. Okay, cancel that. Delete, delete, delete. I had to. Let's change that to past tense. Here's a reframe. See, inner game of business. See how it's all connected? I caught myself. I realized I was speaking something into present tense reality that I no longer intend to be present tense reality. I caught it on the spot and changed it to past tense and reframed it. You see that? So you can do this for yourself too. Golden nugget. So anyway, yeah, in the past I had to have learned things many times the hard-headed way, but you don't learn from me. I'm here to save you time and money and energy so you don't have to do it the hard-headed way, okay? Whether or not you consider yourself a perfectionist or a control freak, okay? Anyway, so I'm sick as a dog. I've got like 2 days to come up with what's my gift going to be. Okay, it's just going to be a freebie. It sounds like she's saying in her group that her people would find valuable, and I'm one of her people, and I would find this valuable if I wasn't the one sharing it. So, okay, it's a good freebie. I already knew that. However, I ideally wanted to have it where I send them to a sign-up page link to input their name and email address, like I said, in exchange for this free guide. Makes sense. Use this opportunity to grow my list. That's the smart way to do it. That's how I would advise one of my clients to do it, right? And yet, even though I started the opt-in page process like a month or so ago, and even though I've done it for a living for clients and I've done them for myself before, I just had been busy and didn't have the energy to get around to finishing the back end part of it. So much to the point where I was like, screw it. I'll just put it on Dropbox and let people just direct download it. You know, that was last month because I had initially planned on doing this for something else. And I was very disappointed. So I want to be clear here, perfectionists and control freaks. I'm not saying you'll do it anyway and not feel disappointed and not have your ego and your inner shit talker, as my beloved soul sister Bianca Diana calls it, giving you hell about it. What I am saying is that you can choose to do this anyway. You can thank your inner shit talker. Thank you for trying to help me look professional. Thank you for helping me not make a fool of myself. Thank you for helping me be a smart business owner and use this opportunity to try to grow my list. And I'm not able to do it in that way right now, so I know that you feel like that means, here's a golden nugget. Are you listening, you guys? This is inner game of business. We're having a dialogue with our inner shit talker, with our egos. We're acknowledging them. We're seeing and hearing them and letting them know we're seeing and hearing them. We're looking for their concerns, because they do have concerns. They may be immature little 3-year-olds who can't see the forest for the trees, but they mean well, and they have legitimate, in their mind, concerns. Okay? So, see them, hear them, acknowledge them, thank them. Okay? And sometimes you're going to have to say, you know what? I appreciate that, and I'm going to choose to do this anyway, even though it's not perfect, because done is better than perfect. Right? And progress is better than perfection. Because you just won't get the shit done if you keep letting yourself be held back until things are just right or just perfect, because they can't always be just perfect, and perfect is an illusion anyway, even though your ego thinks it isn't. Okay? So is this being done in a way for me that I'm pleased and delighted with, that's ideal? I'm not delighted with the way that I'm sharing this. It's not ideal at all. My inner shit talker is not happy about it, and yet I chose to woman up. If you're a guy, you can man up. If you're a woman, you can woman up. If you're indiscriminate sex, do whatever pronoun works for you. I don't care. Just sometimes you gotta pony up and do it anyway. Because we grow by stretching ourselves. We grow by getting uncomfortable. We grow by going out of our comfort zones. Okay? And so this time, this isn't ideal. But maybe next time, it will be ideal. Now, let's talk dollars and cents for those of you who are more practically minded, right? And because even for my woo sisters and brothers, right? Even for my more spiritual, heart-centered woo sisters and brothers here, we all know by now that if you're not generating revenue in your business, it's not a business, it's an expensive hobby. Okay? So even if you run a non-profit, it's still a business. It still has to generate revenue. Okay? So you need to be aware that you're doing these things intentionally. Okay, so when you have an opportunity like this, yes, lead with love. Yes, be of service. And in this case, this is an opportunity Kelly generously provided to her group members where we can actually have it be a win-win, not just for her other group members and maybe even for her if she's interested, but also for us in this case. So it's like a promo opportunity when it's not even promo party weekend. right? It's like an extra promo opportunity, but on a day where we get to get featured. So she's featuring basically one person per day, right? So I don't have to compete as much because I'm using the hashtag, because I was invited by her, because I had her permission to do this, right? On this day, etc., etc. Now, you can also learn for her. I don't steal her hashtag and her idea, but we can learn from her not just about her posting every day and her encouraging comments for engagement and such, but you can also take some tips from her book of generosity. And if you do have your own Facebook groups, you can also see how you can do member-only opportunities like this that are similar to this, where it's a way to feature different group members that's a win-win for everybody. And I'm all about the win-win-wins, as many wins as possible for as many people as possible. Okay? So keep that in mind, because you could do something similar in your own group. Okay, so sick as a dog, knowing my, yes, I'm going to use the F word, funnel. Oh, no, she didn't. Yeah, I just did. Oh, but Erin, is it a funnel if it's only one page? Yes, that's what they don't tell you. They'll come on lately and be like, oh, have you been intimidated by tech? You don't have to be. Forget complicated funnels, da 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 da. And they tell you how easy it can be. And guess what? Technically, they're partially right. Okay, but here's the deal. Even a one-page sign-up is still a funnel. It's just a one-page funnel. It can be that easy, though. And I'm all about doing business with more ease, joy, freedom, flow, and fun than you ever thought possible. So, yeah, I'm all for that. Okay? So that is good news for you, especially if you've been dreading tech and back-end stuff. Okay, so I also dropped another golden nugget when I mentioned that I could just throw up my free gift to Dropbox. For those who don't know, Dropbox is online storage. You can also use Mediafire, which is the one I recommend. If you go to my page, facebook.com/quantumleapyourbiz, B-I-Z, you will, if you go to the photo section, you'll see a graphic that says recommended resources, and each one has a different resource I recommend. One of them is called Mediafire, and you can get free cloud storage using it. Okay, so if your Dropbox is full like mine, and you need cloud storage, and you don't yet have a website all set up and all that, and you're like, well, I don't want to let my perfectionism stop me from serving the people I came here to serve, my dream clients and customers, and growing my business. And she said something about using cloud storage to host my freebie offers, and if I don't have a website, then yeah, you could use Dropbox. You could use Mediafire cloud storage, which is my recommended cloud storage of choice. You could potentially use Google Drive. That's up to you. There are some privacy concerns with Google the same way that there can be with Facebook sometimes. So yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you all so you could see how even me today in this day and age, but doing business for 6 years now online, and still dealing with my own perfectionism issues, right? I still consider myself a recovering perfectionist, but here's the thing. I'm not letting it stop me. For instance, I wanted this to be short and sweet. It's already almost an hour, so I am going to try to wrap this up. But the point is, this is still not as long as it could have been, so that's good. Okay, so at this point, you were able to mostly just listen to this, but now I want to direct your eyes to the screen. So I want to show you how to optimize opportunities, right? I think that's one of my hashtag series of late. Optimize opportunities, or optimize your opportunities, something to that effect. And so I think I covered it in my last video training, but then I didn't end up sharing that one yet, publicly publishing in that one, so I had to check out what's going on there. But basically I've had some where I've shown you how to optimize different opportunities, like when you're in a Facebook group and the group owner or administrator invites you to share your Facebook business page or your social media pages, how to optimize that opportunity to get more of your dream clients and customers to go and click that link and be taken to your YouTube channel or your Instagram account or your LinkedIn or your, did we say Instagram? Or your Facebook business page or whatever it is, right? Pinterest, whatever. So in this case, I'm going to show you how to optimize this opportunity and how I did it and how you can copy this approach. If you're not in Kelly's group and you want to get in there, read her rules, apply to join if you resonate. If you consider yourself a creative and confident entrepreneur and you resonate and you're interested and you can follow the rules and be a valuable member and lead with love, etc., then I invite you to check out her group. But it doesn't have to be her group, right? And it doesn't have to be this particular opportunity. But when you're invited to share an opportunity like this, like a free gift, in somebody else's group, here are some ways that you can take advantage of that, okay? So let's look at it. We're going to dissect this and look at how I optimized my opportunity here. So remember, this is the day I chose to share my gift. That's her hashtag of her campaign. So, you know, it's only the 3rd of January. So people are still saying Happy New Year. It just turned New Year's 2019, right? So I decided to start with an opening title, which was in caps. Pay attention, you guys. Look at the screen now, please. That's in caps. Okay. And I say Happy New Year CCEs! Exclamation point. See here on the screen where I just highlighted it? And I have it surrounded on either side with fireworks emojis. What's a CCE, Erin? It's creative and confident entrepreneurs. So I just thought I would abbreviate it instead of spelling it out. So for New Year's, a lot of people celebrate with fireworks, right? Watching them, setting them off, etc. So I strategically used firework emojis to, 1, visually draw people's eyes and attention. 2, I used the title in capital letters for the same reason. Happy New Year, CCEs. And an exclamation point, right? So I've used emojis to draw the eye, caps to draw the eye, a Happy New Year, and I specifically wanted to address her group, and her group is called the Creative and Confident Entrepreneur, and since I'm addressing them in plural as a whole, I made it plural by adding an S, so CCEs. Next, I'm delighted for this opportunity to hashtag share my gift with you all today. Okay, notice I used more emojis. Now, Erin, do I have to do the same thing if I get an opportunity like this and go emoji crazy? I consider myself more serious, and that seems more silly and kid-like and frivolous, and don't teenagers and 20-somethings do that on Instagram? Guess what? Emojis are for everyone. Or as we called them, emoticons. I don't know why they came up with emojis. That makes zero sense to me. At least emoticon meant something. It meant an icon that shows emotion. But whatever. I decided to have a little fun. So yeah, I added this emoji, which I have never used before today, just for fun. The emoji with the purple star eyes to show delight. But do you have to go emoji crazy? No, but it's good to use it every once in a while and every few lines or so. Okay, so I'm delighted for this opportunity to hashtag share my gift with you all today. Then I used a party hat emoji, which I've only just seen or noticed for some reason in the last few days. So you know when it's New Year's and everybody's blowing their little horns or whatever, their little mouth horns or whatever to celebrate, because most people are having a party or celebrating New Year's. So again, wanted to express my delight and use emojis to convey that happy celebratory energy. So what's key here is that I, 1, opened this opportunity with a greeting and emojis. So that was the first line. The second line, I wanted to express delight and include Kelly's hashtag to share my gift. Now there's a reason, so there's always strategy. There's a method to my madness, you guys. I intentionally wanted to use her hashtag close to the top. Why? If this was a live video and it was interactive and I had somebody on here live, I would pause and wait for you to enter why you think that is in the comments. But as this is a recording, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It's because Facebook will truncate or shorten posts that may not even be that long. But once it gets past like the first 3 lines or whatever, 3-4 lines of text, Facebook will truncate it with what you'll have noticed in the past on posts that says either read more ... or continue reading ... right? And so I wanted people in Kelly's group to know that I'm allowed to be sharing this post today. I'm not just cheating and trying to sneak in a promo when it's not promo party weekend, first of all. Secondly, I wanted them to know that I had permission and was invited to share my gift. 3, I wanted them to see the hashtag so they would pay attention to what it was. Okay? And 4, am I at 4? Remember, I'm sick, I'm losing track. I wanted to honor Kelly by making sure I utilized her hashtag, right? So I very strategically put that up at the top so it would be seen before Facebook could truncate it or cut it off. So then I said, so I say, I'm delighted for this opportunity to share my gift with you all today. And then I say, so what is it? It's my free guide to ... So I put a present emoji here to represent a gift. So you can see that there. Erin, wouldn't it have made more sense to put the present emoji up there by the hashtag share my gift? Yeah, it could have. I could have done that, but I already had emojis in that line. And I wanted to draw the eye downward to the words free guide so they could know that that was actually the gift. Also, I knew that Facebook was about to truncate the post after that line, and I knew that I wanted people to keep reading. So by drawing their eye there visually with the present, it's right by the word free, which is right by the word guide. So by then you've seen free guide. Okay, now you want to know free guide for what? What's it going to help me do? Right? So I put TO, right here. Right? And then knowing Facebook was going to truncate, I needed people to have a reason to continue reading. So then I put the title of my guide. And Facebook finally got my magnet emoji, which I've been trying to not understand why they didn't have it forever. So what is my free guide called? Glad you asked. It's called Magnetize Your Dream Clients by Avoiding the Top 5 Client Attraction No-Nos on Your Opt-in Pages. So then I say, please find it below in the comments. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll know why I said please find it below in the comments. Engagement. Also, there's another reason I said that, and it is because what I wanted to do was I decided that since I didn't have the back end ready and wasn't going to be able to make this the opportunity I wanted it to be, which was to use it to grow my list by having people sign up for it on an opt-in page of my own in order to receive this guide, I decided, hey, I'll just upload the PDF of this free guide right into the comments below. And then people who are already in the group can just click it and download it or view it that way. And they won't even have to opt in to receive the guide or anything. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, excuse me. But, so yeah, so those are the 2 reasons I said, please find it below in the comments. Because at that point, I'm curious enough to want to know what that is. Like, how's that going to help me attract my dream clients? I may not even know what an opt-in page is if I was reading this and I wasn't me. So I might be curious as to what that means. And I'm definitely going to want to learn more, right? So please find it below in the comments so that they will keep reading, right? And know to go to the comments. Now, if you do this approach, make sure that you go and add whatever it is you're promising in the comments, whether it's a link or the freebie or whatever it is, because if you forget to do that, you're going to have a lot of pissed off people on your hands. Like, hey, you said it was in the comments. It's not in the comments. Where is it? Okay, so then I say it's my intention that you'll experience an increase in conversions if you follow my advice in it. And then I say I'd love to know what your biggest takeaway. Okay, so why did I put this line here, you guys? This is all very intentional. I'm all about intentional marketing. So here's the thing. When people go to your website or your business page or your social media accounts or your whatever it is, they want to know what's in it for them. The same way that you want to know what was in this training for you. Okay? So in this training are strategic ways to optimize opportunities in groups, but it's also about inner and outer game of business. It's also about navigating perfectionism and being a control freak and how to proceed even when your inner shit talker is telling you, no, don't do it, you're not ready, it's not good enough, you're not good enough, it has to be perfect, da-da-da-da-da, right? I also just told you about a group you may want to join, so that could be what's in it for you. I've also dropped all kinds of golden nuggets that you can apply to your own groups and for when you're participating in other people's groups, and ways to boost engagement with your own dream clients and customers. Okay? So, people are really wanting just to know what's in it for them. So I wanted to let them know here. It's my intention that you'll experience an increase in conversions if you follow my advice in it. Notice I capitalized the word if here. So not everyone knows what conversions mean, but from a business point of view, you could kind of guess at the gist of what that means, right? And at least glean that that's a good thing that you would probably want. Right? So even if you're still not sure what the hell is she on about, you might have enough interest piqued at this point that you would go to the comments to check out the free guide because it's free, so what's it going to hurt, right? So then I add, I'd love to know what your biggest takeaways are after you've read it and tried my suggestions. So basically, I'm asking you for your input now. Like, okay, after you've read it and tried my suggestions, I'd love to know what your biggest takeaways are. Meaning I want to hear from you afterward and know what your thoughts were, right? What your biggest takeaways were from it. Okay, then I say, now that is a subconscious tool of influence because I'm planting the seed that I want to hear back from you. I'm also planting the seed that you're going to have takeaways. Okay, so much so that I say, I want to know your biggest takeaways after you've read it and tried the suggestions. Okay? It's also an encouragement to actually try the suggestions. So it's letting you know subtly, subconsciously, that I don't just want you to read it, I want you to read it and try the suggestions. Well, Erin, didn't you just kind of imply that up here when you said, if you follow my advice in it? Yes. So notice how I very slickly did that in two different ways? Because I want you to read it and then implement it, because what good is another freaking PDF cluttering up your desktop or your laptop or your iPad or whatever it is if you don't freaking do anything with it. Okay, so I want you to read it and implement. Okay? Okay, then it says, if you know another entrepreneur who you feel would benefit from this guide, please send them here to request their own copy. Now, what you see here if you're new to Facebook for marketing is my business page tagged. So if I hover over it, you can see it's underlined, the name of my page. Okay? So how would you do that? Well, if you're new, here's your bonus golden nugget. You use the @ symbol and you slowly start typing your business page's name if you have a Facebook business page. Erin, I don't yet have one of those either. Do I need one? Again, we could take that on a case-by-case basis. Okay? So, there are a lot of times I might say, generally, yes. Well, Erin, aren't business pages dead because of Facebook's algorithm, da-da-da-da-da. Yes and no. I still recommend having one to the majority of people, but that may not apply to you or your business. So again, it's best to find out if we end up working and playing together. If you already have a Facebook business page, this is how you tag it in posts. Where you're allowed to. Don't do this in groups where you're not allowed to. But where you're allowed to You do the @ symbol, and then without any spaces, start very slowly typing your business page's name until you see it in the list, and then tap it or click it until it appears. Okay, so notice that when I hover over it, it shows me the logo, which you can see here. It shows the page name. Now what you can't see down below is there would be, for you, if you haven't liked my page yet, there'll be a button to like it. Okay? Without even having to click to my page, just by hovering over the page's name. So it's very important. I highly recommend you use this golden nugget and tag your business pages where allowed and appropriately and intentionally. But notice, see, I want people, eventually this is going to be a freebie you have to opt in for. You're going to have to sign up to get it. Once I eventually finish the back end of my funnel, right? So I don't want you to just get this and share it around. If you know somebody who you think would want it, send them to my business page, and then they can use my message button and say, hey Erin, my friend got your free great guide. I'd love a copy too. Can you please send me one? And then by then, if I've got my sign up page, aka opt-in page ready, I can just go, thanks for your interest. Yes, here's the link to sign up for your own copy. Thanks for reaching out, right? So this is another step I took, an extra step to optimize this opportunity. That way, had they not occurred to them, so like let's say that you're a bookkeeper, but you have clients who you feel would benefit from this freebie, then they might come to your mind, in which case send them over here to my page and they can request their own copy. Get it? It was also a way for me to be able to tag my business page in a way that made sense. Are you with me? Now, do you have to do this the exact same way or use this exact same format every time you're taking advantage of an opportunity like this in your group or someone else's? No. But you're getting the basics. So we start with a greeting or title. Then because it was an opportunity, I wanted to express my delight at it and use the hashtag, right? And I told you I did it up high for certain reasons. I told you why. I told you why I used which emojis and how, right? Then we included the name of my freebie. Then I told them, please find it below in the comments. That's a call to action or a CTA to let them know where they're going to find the freebie. I told them my intention of how it's going to help them. I planted a subconscious seed of influence of biggest takeaways and basically let them know I want their feedback after they've read it and implemented the suggestions. Okay, I let them know if they know somebody else who they might benefit, where to send them and tag my page. Now maybe they'll hover over my page and click it and like it right then. And maybe not even send somebody else to me, but maybe I'll get a new page follower or like out of it, right? Then I wanted to, last but not least, thank the host, the administrator of the group, which is Kelly, for her generous opportunity. So I tagged her name and wrote that in there. Okay, so there were key components that I did want to include. A greeting, expressing my gratitude and delight, including her hashtag, saying what my gift was, it's a free guide, then saying its title, letting them know where to find it, showing what I think they'll get out of it, subconsciously planting seeds, subconscious tools of influence, seeds of influence of what I think they'll get out of it. Where they can send people who might want their own copy and making sure I got my page tagged in there. Thanking the host, the administrator of this group, Kelly, for the opportunity by tagging her name and thanking her. Then I wanted to sign off. Okay, so here's my main way I sign off: your client attraction specialist, intuitive biz coach, and prosperity catalyst. And then I wanted to use some hashtags that I use. So the hashtags I usually use are client attraction, quantum leap your biz, holistic business, conscious and prosperous, business coaching, your shortcut to success, transform your biz dreams into reality. And sometimes I do client attraction no-nos, and since this guide is to help you avoid making the top 5 client attraction no-nos on your opt-in pages, I could have done that, but I decided not to, and that was intentional. I don't want to go into why now because we're already past the hour. Erin's my middle name, so I added that in this group. Okay, and then I want you to see the comment. So what I tried to do here was I tried to add the PDF of this free guide right into the comments, which once upon a time Facebook used to allow us to do, but it did actually let me upload it to the comment, but then it kept vanishing. And if I didn't know how kooky Facebook was, I would have thought I was just going nuts, especially since I'm still sick and feverish. But the reality is Facebook doesn't have an option here to add a file. It only has it to add a photo. So, well, Erin, isn't that because most groups have their own files tab and you could go there and add it? Probably, but I think also it was probably a security feature to make sure nobody's uploading viruses to Facebook or to groups or whatever via files that could be infected, whether it was intentional or unintentional by the uploader. So I realized, okay, it's not going to let me just add the PDF, so I had to then edit the comment and go get my shareable link. And this one I did create in Google Docs, so I was able to get a shareable link where people can view the file, but they cannot edit it. Now this is important. This is probably going to be your final golden nugget for this training, which is if you ever use Google Docs or some other kind of online docs platform, whether it's like Microsoft Word Online or what does Apple call theirs, Pages or whatever. If you're doing a document online and you're sharing the link to it, make sure that the link you share is only for people to view the file and not to edit it, unless it's somebody on your team who you want to have edit permissions. Do not share the editable link with your potential dream clients and customers, right? You don't want anyone to edit it, but you and your team members if you want them to edit it. You don't want other people to edit it, you want them to view it. So you can see here that I was forced to put in a link instead of directly uploading the file. And so it has the top part of the name, magnetize your dream clients and customers. And then here in the image, this part of a link is called the image preview. Make sure you have that showing up on Facebook. But Erin, I've shared links before and I haven't had anything but the text words over here show up for the link and not the image. How do I get the image? Well, we'll cover that in another training, but if that's something you need help with, I can help you with that too. It's actually quite quick to remedy in most cases. Okay, so but notice that this image preview is very colorful, and because it's bright and colorful, it instantly draws your eye to it. And once the colors and the brightness draw your eye to it, you then see the words, magnetize your dream clients and customers. Now, who doesn't want that, right? So, unless you're more scientifically, logically minded, and maybe you therefore don't resonate with magnetize, which is hilarious since magnets are science. But you might think it's, in this use, you might think it's more woo-woo, far out, and be like, I don't want any of that hippy-dippy cloud in the sky nonsense of magnetizing clients with the power of my mind. Well, guess what? It's not the power of your mind. It's a very practical, down-to-earth guide of actual, practical, easy-to-implement steps of how to avoid the top 5 client attraction no-nos, what they are, how to avoid them and what to do instead, so that you're more likely to attract your dream clients and customers instead of accidentally repelling them, right? So don't worry, my scientific, logical friends, you're covered. It's a very practical, down-to-earth, pragmatic guide. But the point is that no matter who you are, don't we all want to, people are the lifeblood of any business, right? So even if your business sells products, you still have people you're selling them to. Oh, well, Erin, I only do business to business, B2B. Okay. And did you make that contract with the businesses that you sell products to their robots? Or did you have actual human beings have to sign the contracts? Right? The contracts still intact. The handshake. The grabbing hands. Grab all they can. All for themselves. After all. Okay, for those who know what that song is from without cheating and looking it up or asking an artificial intelligence or a search engine, put it in the comments and you will receive a special reward, but no cheating. And sorry you had to listen to my bad singing to get there. But hey, it is what it is. I'm silly, I'm goofy, I sing badly. That's just how it is. Okay, so yeah. So who wouldn't want to magnetize their dream clients and customers is the point of the matter, right? So whether you're more woo, whether you're more grounded, scientific, logical, left-brained, wherever you are on that spectrum, this is still going to help you if you utilize it. Now, Erin, I don't have an opt-in page yet. Okay, but you might at some point in the future, right? For instance, let's say that you have a brick and mortar and it's a restaurant or a bar. Okay, then your free gift that your opt-in page would be promoting might, to get people onto your email list, might be a discount off of their first order, right? Or a free birthday club. So come in on your birthday and receive a free drink with the purchase of any meal. Or come in on your birthday and receive a free slice of cheesecake. My favorite pizza place here where I live that serves New York style pizza, because I love New York style cheese pizza. If you're ever wondering what to get me for a gift, hint hint. Got a birthday coming up not too far off from now. Anyway, is this place, they don't advertise it. But if you know this and you go in there on your birthday and it's legitimately your birthday and you order food and you ask them, hey, can I get a free slice of cheesecake? They will generally gift you one for your birthday. So that's what I'm talking about. That's customer service. That's the extra mile. Hear all these extra golden nuggets I'm dropping? Go the extra mile for your peeps. So anyway, though, let's say that that's what you want to do to get people onto your email list. Come on in and save, 15% off of your first order. But in order to receive that coupon code, they have to sign up with their name. This is a reminder of an earlier golden nugget. And their email address. Make sure you include their name and make sure you ask for it first. That's 2 golden nuggets right there. So yes, even if you're a brick and mortar, you can still take advantage of this, and it's still advisable to have an email list in most cases. And in that case, you need an opt-in page, aka a sign-up page to send people to so they can sign up for that discount code, even for a brick and mortar. Or if you're a service provider, for your free downloadable item, right? So you send them to a sign up or an opt-in page to do that. And so that's what my free guide here called Magnetize Your Dream Clients by Avoiding the Top 5 Opt-in Page No-Nos will help you do. It'll help you figure out, okay, what's the best way to get the most sign-ups, aka conversions, on my sign-up, aka opt-in pages, right? So if you get nothing else out of this, you're going to want my guide because it's going to help you even if you have a brick and mortar, because at some point you'll probably be wanting an online opt-in page to get people to opt in or sign up for your email list in exchange for a free gift, whether it's a coupon code or a free downloadable. Okay? So If you're interested in receiving that, let me know in the comments. If you found this training helpful, make sure you give it some love. Make sure you give it thumbs ups. Let me know what your biggest takeaway and golden nuggets were in the comments, please and thank you. And also share this video with, excuse me, other conscious heart-centered business owners you feel would benefit from it. Okay. So that was this week's training on how to optimize opportunities in groups like this, or how to offer similar ones in your own groups, right? So remember, there were a certain format, and while you don't have to follow it specifically, you do need to be very intentional. Okay, so I was very intentional with this. So watch what I'm going to do here. Okay, guys, so I forgot one thing, and since we've already gone this long, let's just finish strong. So I paused the video and refreshed the page because I wanted to show you what I meant by Facebook truncating. So see here we have our greeting, Happy New Year, CCEs. We have the I'm delighted, blah, blah. So what is my free gift? It's my free guide to, and see how Facebook changed it to see more. So in order to see more, we have to click it. Now you're going to notice something different here also. Hey, Erin, I didn't notice that giant image before. Where'd that come from? Because I realized that because I wasn't able to add my PDF directly to the, what's it called? Directly to the comments, and had to use the link to the document instead, to my free guide instead, that I could include the image. Now this image is extraordinarily gigantic and ridiculous. I'm going to be the first to tell you that. I laugh at myself. This graphic is way too freaking big, okay? It just is. It really is. But again, done is better than perfect. Ain't nobody got time to go shrink down this graphic right now. And you know what's really funny, you guys, is that I'm sure that in the past I did make a smaller version of this graphic. I just don't know where I saved it, and ain't nobody got time to go find it, especially sick with a fever. So, excuse me. See, it's so big that even my name's cut off. All right. So this is really, yeah, you saw this top part shrunk down in the image preview. Here's what the rest of it looks like. Magnetize your dream clients and customers by avoiding these top 5 opt-in page client attraction no-nos by Erin Lloyd. And then it says client attraction specialist, but the rest got cut off. So I had realized that I forgot that I could add an image. So I want to say that to optimize your opportunities like this, if it's not a video that you're sharing, and if it is, make sure you're allowed to share it in a group, right? If it's your own group, of course you can share a video, but if it's someone else's group, make sure you have permission. If it's not a video that you're sharing, then I am going to strongly encourage you to include an image upload with your post so that it's not a text-only post. Because even though I livened this post up with emojis, it was still essentially a text-only post. So, because I forgot to add the graphic. And also I want to tell you, if you are going to add a graphic to a post of this type of opportunity, always add the graphic first, because if you don't, you're more likely to forget to add it and just hit publish and have a text-only post by accident. And then the final tip is this: tag your images. So I'm going to click on the image, and then Facebook's going to have a button to tag. And here's where you want to tag the name you use for your business. Ebony's my first name. I don't think my Erin Lloyd is added to this group. Nope, so I can't tag my Erin Lloyd name here. But I can tag my business page. Okay. When you're done tagging, click the button or tap it that says done tagging photo or done tagging image. Okay. Why would we want to do that, Erin? Well, watch. I'm hovering over here. It shows my business's name. Hovering over here, it shows my name. Why would you want to do that? Because it makes your name and your business's name more easily findable in searches. Okay. Also, I'm going to show you here on the right in a second. See over here on the right, it says, with transformational business support, transform your biz dreams into reality. So it's another way people can just hover over my page's name or click it and be taken to it, right? Where you can see all kinds of high value. And by the way, I do invite you to go check out my page and like and follow it and click to see first, because there's tons of high vibe, free value, holistic business posts to help you quantum leap your business on there. Okay, so now we've got an intentional marketing post optimizing the opportunity as best as I can for now without having the link to send them to a sign-up page. Oh, the irony, not lost on me. And I'm doing it anyway because done is better than perfect and not done. And because progress is better than perfection. Okay, so I have all the formats here, the greetings, the gratitude. So greetings line 1, gratitude line 2, attention peaking, interest peaking line 3, knowing Facebook's about to truncate, directing them with a call to action to see below in the comments, telling them what's in it for them, planting subconscious seeds that they will have big takeaways after they've read it and tried the suggestions, and encouraging them in 2 different ways to actually try the suggestions, asking them to refer others and where to send them, and tagging my business page to send them there, thanking the host for the opportunity, signing off with my name and my titles, and my appropriate intentional use of hashtags, strategic use of emojis. Because I posted under my Ebony account, I wanted to make sure that I put FYI, Erin's the middle name, blah, 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 because otherwise you might be, well, it says Ebony there, why does it say Ebony instead of Erin? So it's a long story, I don't want to go into it now, but that's how it is for the moment. So, and then we have a graphic that visually shows them what they'll be getting, right? They want to magnetize their dream clients. The biggest thing people come to me for is they want either more clients and customers, or they want the right ones or the best ones or the dream ones, right? So it's not the only thing I help my clients do, but it's one of the main problems people come to me for, is their businesses aren't yet where they want to be yet because they know that people, namely clients and customers, are the lifeblood of their business, and they're either not attracting enough of them or they're not attracting the right ones or the best ones. So that's one of the main problems I help people solve, hence client attraction specialist. But it's not the only thing. Your business, like I said, could be doing great. You might just want to quantum leap it, or might be ready to go up level and upgrade to the next stage, and I can help you with that as well. So, yeah. So watch, I have to click it. Oops. I was going to show you I have to click it in order to see the rest of what it says. It says Client Attraction Specialist, and below that it says and Intuitive Business Coach. Okay. And then, excuse me, then we have the comment, right, with the link. And then because it wouldn't let me directly upload the PDF, or it did, like I said, but it kept vanishing, I edited the comment, deleted the PDF file that kept vanishing and disappearing, and I put this link in instead, as I showed you, and then I put some directions in it. Why? Because you could click the link and be taken to that web page, right, on my Google Drive, Google Docs, whatever it is, and read this document, this free guide, but you might want to save it, right, to your computer or some flash drive or somewhere for reference, right? Maybe you're going to be going on a business trip or going somewhere and you want to access it, but you don't necessarily want to go on a web page or whatever. Maybe you prefer a downloaded PDF, right? So in case that was you, I wanted to let you know how to do that. So I said to download it, go to File, Download As, then choose the format you'd like to save it in. So for instance, that could be like a .doc, a PDF, etc. Browse to where you desire to save it and save it there. Okay? So that's how to optimize your opportunities when you've been given a chance like this in groups. Now, maybe it's just a regular promo you want to do in a group. Can you take what I've just shown you here and incorporate the basic principles and formats to sharing a regular promo on a promo day offer in a group? Yeah, as long as you're following the group's rules, right, and not violating any rules. Obviously, you wouldn't do hashtag share my gift. You'd use whatever that appropriate promo day hashtag would be, right? But can you still use intentional marketing? Yes. Can you still put the most important things above where Facebook might truncate or cut off the rest of the text? Yes. Can you still intentionally, strategically use emojis to capture attention visually and then with your words? Yes. Right? Can you still make it an irresistible no-brainer when you're sharing your promo offers in different groups? Yes. Can you still find ways to incorporate and tag your business page on Facebook if you have one? Yes. You see what I'm saying? So, Erin, what if it's not a video, but it is a link to a free sign-up page? Can I just share that? Yeah. Well, do I have to put it in the comments, Erin? No, you could put something else in the comments. Quite frankly, I'm privy to doing GIFs in the comments a lot of the time. Erin, what if I don't have any hashtags? Do I have to use hashtags other than the promo hashtag for the group I'm in? If you don't have any relevant hashtags just yet while you're starting out, that's okay. Sooner or later, you're going to want to use one or two strategically, depending on who you're trying to appeal to, what they might be looking for, etc., right? So I like to be known with client attraction and quantum leaping your biz and holistic business and being conscious and prosperous, right? I'm also a business coach, so I know from experience on my own, trying to do it the DIY hard-headed way myself, as well as getting help from coaches, that having a business coach is really your shortcut to success. Yes, there's still effort involved, right? Yes, you're still going to have to do work. And it's going to be your shortcut to success. So I really implore you to seek out support from somebody you resonate with who is a business coach. Now, the great news about working and playing with me is that you don't need a separate business strategist, a separate healer, a separate mindset coach, because I do all of those in one, right? So you really get a ganga of a deal. You really get your money's worth if you choose to hire me and we work and play together, because I help you with the inner game of success and the outer game. So we cover the marketing, the strategy, the messaging, the branding, etc., right? The implementation, funnels, websites, all that good stuff, all that jazz. And then we also cover the inner game of success, which again, mindset's only one piece of. So yes, we cover that, but we go way beyond that because we're taking a holistic approach. And so essentially that looks like, with the inner game of success, getting your subconscious, your conscious mind, your body, your nervous system, your reptilian brain, your emotional body, yes, you have one, your energetic body, yes, you have one. Science has finally proven what mystics have said and known for eons, that we each have our own energy bodies, all on the same page and aligned, right, with your purpose, with your why, with your reason, okay? So you can lead with love in ways that feel good and light and joyful and fun and free and expansive to you, right? And serve the people you came here to serve without feeling sleazy or like a sellout, okay? So if you're ready to get this party started and quantum leap your business in 2019, then I totally encourage you to go to my page, facebook.com/quantumleapyourbiz, B-I-Z, and click on any of the graphics that say Quantum Leap Your Business, or the one that says 2019 Start, and read what's included in the free session. And if you qualify, the criteria are there to qualify, then please apply for a free session with me, because that's the first step to see if we would be a good match to working and playing together. All right, so thanks for your time investment. I hope you found it valuable. In fact, let me know in the comments what you found most valuable about this week's training. And Remember to give me some love, some hearts, some likes, and share this with anyone you feel would benefit. And until next time, this has been Erin Lloyd for Transformational Business Support, helping you quantum leap your business and transform your business dreams into reality. Also, you can send me a message through my business page, Quantum Leap Your Biz. That's at Quantum Leap Your Biz. Just search that on Facebook, B-I-Z, as in Zed or Zebra. And, or you can send me an email to Erin, E-R-I-N, at transformationaltechsupport.com. Erin, isn't that a different name than you just said? Yeah, because my business, I like to say, as you evolve, so does your business and vice versa. And so my business name has evolved and changed again. But that email address is still good, Erin at transformationaltechsupport.com. But the quickest way is just go to the business page. Just search at Quantum Leap Your Biz, B-I-Z, on Facebook. Go to the page, send a message that way if you want to get in touch with me that way. All right, until next time, bye for now.